Live, oh yeah. Everyone, what's going on out there? Mr. Sandman signing back in real quick. Episode 63, the Council Roundtable. You dig? Still getting things in order. Shouts go out to everybody that pull up. You already know the vibes. Gonna drop that link like what I always do. Drop that link early. Just, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all can hear me. You feel me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. One, two, 1, 2. There we go. Okay. Now that's all good, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your patience. Hold on. I'm just, still going through what I'm going through. All right. Let's get to it. 2005. This day in wrestling history. AMW, America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Chris Harris defeated the Naturals, Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas, to win the NWA World Tag Team Championships. Yo, the Naturals, oh man, those are my guys. It's 9 o'clock out here, 9:05. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Midwest, so if you're on the East Coast, we're like an hour behind. Hold on, let me drop that link real quick. Forgot to drop that link there. That's what I said. Tuesday, Friday, I go live 10 Central, 9 Eastern. Once again, the Council Roundtable goes live every Tuesday and Friday, 10 o'clock Central. No, excuse me, 9 o'clock Central, 10 Eastern. All right. All right. Where you at? Where you at, Raheem? Shout out where you at, B. You in the East Coast. You must be in the East Coast then. So good. Definitely appreciate you being here. In 2010, NJPW Destruction's Hand took place at Sumo Hall in Tokyo. Two major title changes took place at the event. In the first, the Golden Lovers with Omega and Ibushi. Yo, the Golden Lovers, that sounds so crazy. Come on, son. Anyways, they beat Apollo 55, Ryosuke Taguchi, and Prince Devitt, as you all know, is Finn Balor in Judgment Day, to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships in a match voted by many as the best of the year. In 2010, TNA followed up the previous night's Bound for Glory pay-per-view by taping an episode of Impact that infamously included only 6 minutes of in-ring action in the 2-hour show. Wow. Shots go out to Tennessee. All right. Nashville in the building. You know what I'm saying? You must be a big Jeff Jarrett fan. You know, 'cause, 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 In 2010, at a SmackDown taping, Randy Orton won a 41-man battle royal to earn a shot at the WWE Championship later in the show. At the time, it was the largest battle royal in WWE history later in the night. Orton defeated Mark Henry by disqualification in the subsequent title match. Oh man. In 2016, excuse me, on an episode of SmackDown, James Ellsworth, that no chin having motherfucker, that motherfucker didn't have no bottom teeth. James Ellsworth. Remember that motherfucker? James Ellsworth. Somebody just uppercutted him. He ain't have no bottom lip after that. Punk ass James Ellsworth. Mm-mm-mm. But anyways, he defeated WWE champion AJ Styles in a huge upset with the help of Dean Ambrose. I definitely remember that. I think that's when this dude AJ was a heel and he was going after Dean Ambrose. And no, Dean Ambrose was the heavyweight champion. No, no, AJ Styles. Yeah, he was the heavyweight. Okay, I think AJ was heel around that time though. But you already know, like around that time, SmackDown in 2016, it definitely created something new. That's when you had um fucking Shane McMahon and you had Daniel Bryan as the GMs or the co-GMs. All right. What's going on, everybody? Let's get it.
Oh yeah. So what's up with this day in wrestling?
Hold on, wait. Why you sound so low?
No, I'm not.
Hold on, wait. It might be. I might be on my way. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
You sound low. I can hear you, but you sound real low.
How about now?
Okay, that sounds a little better.
Yeah. Big ups to Seth Rollins. Well deserved. He's been the
Yeah, yeah.
workhorse of the WWE. He deserves a little bit of momentum.
Remember, I was saying that from before. I was saying that this was Seth Rollins. He should have beat Bobby Lashley from a fight pit.
Yeah, but they had to make a story. Like I just don't believe Triple H wants to just put titles on people without some type of story. Now I guess we could finally.
What's the difference though? That's saying like probably overthinking what's going on.
Well, the thing
What
is
like
that
what's the difference? He just lost Bobby Lashley a couple of weeks ago. Like it
well,
wouldn't
I think
matter
that
if he'd have won it from then on now.
nah, I think this was a way for them to get um Brock Lesnar in and give us the match that we should get, even though they wasn't able to do good on the first round. This one should be a little bit better. There ain't gonna be no funny shit. It's just gonna be two badasses and who's the better man.
Well, the match isn't set in on concrete yet, but
Well,
we all know that's where it's
it's
going.
go, but it sucks that it has to be a crown.
But you already know when it comes to the Prince, he gets what he wants. We have to make up for not bringing Yokozuna out there.
Oh no, at least it ain't Oldberg.
Probably overthinking as who this dude's got feet in the cellar, Sasha Banks. You see the comment?
Wait.
It do be sounding like you be coming from out of a chamber or something
Oh
when
yeah,
you jump on.
that's the dungeons of New York City. Yeah.
Let me find out you've been hiding Sasha Banks all this time.
No, but I tell you one thing. I am happy that New York came a long way because my biggest fear about getting an apartment was walking into one of these roach infested apartment buildings.
Oh God, I feel you on that.
That's why I don't want to be in the Bronx. The
Oh my God, I definitely
Bronx
don't
is
miss that shit at all.
you be like, yo, we keep the
Shit.
house clean and it be that one nasty neighbor mess it up for
But what's your
everybody.
thoughts on You remember the time when SmackDown was popping in 2016 when Shane McMahon and Brian Danielson, what I like to call him, Daniel Bryanson, was the
Uh,
co-GM.
uh, Honestly, the only highlight I got from that was we got the Miz amazing promo at that time. What else we had?
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, more shit than we had Dean Ambrose holding it down as a heavyweight champion. Something different.
I was happy when he won, but then I'm like, they're not doing nothing. And then AJ Styles, I was like, ooh, this is new, this is fresh. Speaking of which,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they had a little rivalry also around that time.
oh
And that's
yeah,
when you had this dude, no bottom lip having James Ellsworth.
oh yeah, when
He
he
was
when he
supposed to
caught
have
him,
been that underdog babyface
when he
around that time.
hit him with no chin music. I'm like,
But
damn,
in
he got the
2019, and Friday Night SmackDown took place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The main event saw Bailey beat Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And we got a few birthdays. We got a few notable birthdays today, man. First and foremost, your boo, Rhea Ripley. Today's her birthday.
oh,
And not only that,
she finally
go
grown
ahead, go
up.
ahead. Ha! She was born in 96.
Yeah, she only 24.
Well, I can't do the math right now, so I'll let that one go. You got Ricochet, Arturo Ruas, Eddie Dougal,
That's
the
another
Human
person that
Suplex
just
Machine. You already know today's his birthday. And the Tonga Kid.
Ricochet. That's another person that just disappeared.
Right? Like he was getting some momentum, winning some matches, and then that was it. He just stopped
Then he
being
got
on TV.
then he got fed to Gunther.
Nah, after he had that rivalry with Gunther, he was winning some matches. And then he just left off TV.
Ah, so what you think about Legato felt fast Tasma paired up with Selena Vega?
That's gonna be the new mob. That's gonna be the new mafia, the mafioso when it comes to the Mexicano.
I wonder if Triple H realized that bringing back Hit Row was a disaster. Because I'm
Yeah,
tired of bottom dollar.
like you know who they need? They need a manager, yeah, but who will be a perfect manager for them? That's who they need. That perfect mouthpiece to get them over. Pause.
M- MVP.
Yeah, he's the only one I could think of. I was trying to think of somebody else, but yeah,
So they are thinking of bringing back the Hurt Business,
yeah, they
but
keep teasing that, but it's a wrap for that.
yeah, Cedric he he's a lost cause. He just
You know what I'm
can't get
saying?
right.
Because only way it could work, right, is if they come back only for the bloodline. You see, the bloodline is taking everything over. It's
Yeah,
only right for them to just form like Voltron to be like, you know what? We tired of the bloodline taking over everything. They
honestly,
beat everybody, but they never beat us.
they really don't have. They really have no pair of who's gonna be against the bloodline. I mean, we can say, oh, it sucks. You can't just pair
I'm,
up random
I'm
people.
telling you, I think
Only thing
that'll
you
be the
have,
only way. And I will have Omos with them. I will have Lashley, Omos, you know what I'm saying? Dizu, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and of course MVP as a mouthpiece. And just have them on a tear calling out the bloodline.
something tells me that it probably are. You don't crucify me, but I don't even think the bloodline is gonna be in War Games. You know who
That'll
this
be
is
so
gear.
stupid.
You know
Because
who this is
if
gearing
they will
up
get
for.
a lot of people will be mad about that if the bloodline is not a Survivor Series.
This is really gearing up for
Well,
Judgment Day and the OC.
well,
Well, I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? You can have multiple matches at War Games. You don't need only need two. You can have like three or four if booked
They
properly.
only gonna have two, one for men and one for women.
well, I mean, for me, the Hurt business, they need to get. I never like. I like Shelton Benjamin or Shelton Benjamin. Cedric Alexander. I think he's cool and all. What's up, guys? By the way, I didn't mean to just come in here, but I didn't
Now
want
you
to.
good, Snugs. Go ahead. Go ahead. You good.
But like
What's up? What's
Shelton
up?
Ben, Shelton Benjamin is cool. Cedric Alexander is all right, but like when that group first started, Cedric Alexander was the ideal choice because he was like he needed a push and he needed something to give him, because people were behind him, people loved him. But the thing is, he's not the dude anymore. I think they need to go with somebody else besides Cedric.
Like who? Leo Rush?
No,
Well,
like somebody who needs it, who can benefit from the Hurt business. Like
You know,
it would have been cool to see Corbin or who else.
yo, come on. Yo,
dude,
really?
stop. Her business is supposed to be black wrestlers. And if I was to make the Hurt business R, you have Bobby Lashley.
Apollo Cruz.
No, maybe. And I know this would never happen, but I could see Moose doing that.
Hmm.
You need someone that can really hurt you.
Moose would be perfect
Yeah,
for the Hurt
Moose is
business.
an impact though. Moose ain't even impact right now.
That's what I'm saying. That would never happen.
Moose would be
I'm just
perfect for
thinking
for
out
the Hurt
loud.
business,
I'm
but he
just
got that
thinking out
triple
loud.
threat match.
Why do y'all sound so low? What is going on here?
I think
And
it's really
Slugs, I don't know what you're doing. Sound like you trying to hold up a bike over there.
he grinding the knob over there.
What the fuck? No, I'm eating pizza.
You sure the
Damn, would
pizza
you?
don't have metal in it?
That shit frozen. You cutting it with a fork and knife?
Jesus.
Frozen. What are you talking about?
That
Because
shit
you
grinding.
sound crazy over there. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like construction.
Well, that's what eating sounds like.
Anyways, yo, fucking damage control, B. Damage control is damage. They done.
Like, you're not damaged. You're not
Yes,
done.
they are. Ding
They would have
dong.
to throw somebody off the roof for them to some fucking something, anything. They don't have
For
no
what?
heat at all.
Damage
They're
What do you
Sub
control.
mean?
Zero status.
Damage control turned Bianca Belair into John Cena.
Yo, let them know again, B.
Cause
Say
there
it
ain't
again for
no
the people in the back.
damage control made Bianca Belair look like John Cena. How she able to beat three females with a ladder and still grab it? Three
And
females
remember,
and you
with
still
only
grab the
one
title.
arm too. With only
One
one
arm.
arm.
That made her that I think someone posted Bianca Belair is everything that WWE wanted out of Charlotte Flair.
That's
As an
because y'all love her more
acceptance.
than Charlotte. That's nothing to do with Charlotte being shitty. That's just the
No, no,
fans
no.
have a
Nah,
preference.
No, what
like
I'm saying
like
is
I'm not even digging Bianca Belair right now. As of right now, I don't know. B.
because
She's
she's girl,
raring John Cena territory.
like
They need to give
she
the.
can't be
I think
beat.
Bailey should go to Ronda and beat the hell out of Ronda, and then take the belt and fight Bianca at Survivor Series and beat Bianca there.
I feel bad for Bianca because there's just no woman believable as champion unless Rhea Ripley gets away from this Rey Mysterio feud. That's the only person I can think of taking that belt from her.
So, what's goody?
Yeah.
You're just watching the Yankees body the Guardians. Shout outs to the
Hell
Mets.
yeah.
LOL Mets.
Man, them fucking
Rizzo,
Mets. Like, what a
Rizzo
way
with the
to
two-run
screw
home
it
run.
up.
Yo, man, that
Met,
Mets game the other day, that's the best squash I've seen since Warrior Honky Tonk, man. Fucking
How about
bums.
that Blue Jays game?
Yeah. They're doing good. They're doing good.
I'm just like, y'all with 100 games just to get knocked out in the
The Blue
wild
Jays,
card playoff?
the Blue Jays were up 8-1 and got destroyed by the Mariners 9-8 or some shit like that.
Mm-mm.
I'd be mad as hell if I had that kind of lead.
And let's not talk. Oh, I'm not gonna watch football no more if you can't tackle the quarterback.
That's a new rule.
Man,
Nah, did you see what
so
happened to Tom Brady?
did you see what happened with Tom Brady and Derek Carr?
Nah.
What? I thought you was watching the Monday night game against the Raiders. All right, so defensive tackle is going for a sack against Derek Carr. He sacks him. He hit him in the numbers, and they gave him roughing the passer because he said he threw his body on Derek Carr. I'm like, oh shit, you can't tackle no more?
That's why I just said it. Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Hey, don't
Oh
worry.
my god.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you gotta watch the
will
Tom Brady play.
Don't worry, man. Tom Brady will he'll get a call from the ex-wife. That child support's coming.
Shit.
That's crazy when you choose football over your wife. Tom Brady loves the glory.
A lot of motherfuckers done did that shit.
I don't even watch football, and I know what happened to him.
Yeah,
It's easy to figure out. It's easy to figure out.
I'm just a bandwagon rider when it comes to the Chiefs. I'm
Yeah,
a troll.
Man, you be trolling.
Sometimes being a casual fan, you can see stuff that like hardcore folks can't see. Like, I don't know shit about football, but I know like the one thing that like wrestling, football, basketball, baseball, one thing it all has in common, right, is you got to have like that star, the anchor of the ship. Football doesn't really have one other than Tom Brady. So Tom Brady is like, I'm done. And NFL is like, wait a minute. We haven't really found our next star yet. So why don't you stay around? And then Brady's like, well, I told my wife I'd retire. The NFL is like, okay, we're going to give you a shitload of money. Then you can come back. And Tom's like, okay. But then he probably told his wife prior that was his last season. And I bet his wife has probably been putting on hold whatever plans she wants to do with herself, for the sake of his career. So she probably was like, all right, well, you do all this as long as you promise me you finish at so-and-so and so-and-so. And then Tom Brady was like, all right, bet. And then Tom was like, actually, babe, you know what? I got to go back. And the wife was like, you know what? No, fuck you. I'm done. That's what happened.
Well, that's the thing. Tom Brady's afraid to retire. He's like, look, I can still play this game. And if
Hey, look at that comment right there. Look at that comment. It's supposed to be flag football at this point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because that whole what's that concussion society, that agency that we studying concussions that Chris Nowinski and all of them is down with? They really cracking down on that shit.
But it's not just football.
No.
They do that in every sport.
It's not the concussion.
That's what I'm saying. It's not only every sport, anything.
Yeah, but
the
Football
league
goes
is
more hard than baseball. Baseball doesn't go that hard with the concussion protocols. Even when
Right.
somebody gets hit in the head, they don't even go that hard.
Yeah, but for some reason, NFL fans are really getting tired of the inconsistent
What? Somebody still at
rules.
work?
Yeah, the
That
inconsistent.
sound like a
The
work
incons-
phone.
they
Oh, my
they've
bad.
been saying
That
referees
don't sound like
they've
an
been
at
saying
home phone.
yeah, they've been saying officiating has been horrible for the last couple of years, and fans are tired of it.
I remember when
But
the pandemic first started. I don't know if y'all watched the what was that thing Michael Jordan did? The Last Dance, right? The
Oh
little
hell yeah,
documentary. Yeah. I was
yeah.
watching a little documentary, and I'm like okay with football. Like I mean, I'm okay with basketball. Like I know a little bit more about basketball than I do football. But I was looking at those old clips. The thing that caught my attention was like, damn, like there's a lot of like stuff back then the referees just let go. Whereas like now it's like if you touch their shirt, referees like foul, foul. Like the LeBron James guy.
yeah,
He or LeBron can sell better than most wrestlers. So
yeah. Well, that's why I be arguing with people like they be saying, "Yo, football is better than baseball." I'm like, I can't watch football like that. Like I can watch 162 games as opposed to watching every Sunday a football game because it'd be like boring as shit sometimes,
yeah, I
especially when
would
the
too.
refs get in the way.
Yeah. I can watch the Super Bowl and like maybe like a playoff game, but I can't watch NFL, especially like when the clock is like when it's like maybe 3 seconds left and they're just doing all these timeouts to stall out for time. Like you don't get that in baseball.
No,
So
I don't mind the strategy. Yeah, I don't mind the strategy, but I understand what you're saying about like you don't get that in baseball either.
yeah.
But
But saying we done spoke about that, and we gonna talk about we got a new champion, B. Like I said from before, Seth Rollins should have been beat this dude Bobby Lashley for that belt. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little bittersweet because this dude Bork Laser came back and did what he did, incapacitated Bobby Lashley, had him stumbled, had him a little weakened, and Seth Rollins, took advantage, so to speak.
I was saying if Vince McMahon did that shit, yeah, I would have crucified him.
Oh hell nah! Kick them off for like football. I don't get it. They was
What?
talking about football. You say you like football, but you still want me to kick them off?
Oh, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
get it.
Because she just found out that baseball is better. So yeah.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I actually like football movies, but I don't care too much for the
Yeah,
game. Probably
I
because the
like the game.
movies. Hmm?
I'm saying I like the game. I just can't watch it during the regular season until baseball's over.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I like football movies probably because the movies show the good part, whereas in real life you don't get that. You gotta wait for it.
Because like when you got nothing to watch, you watch football. So
I could
like I
never
have to wait
really
for baseball.
get into football like that. I ain't gonna lie. I can only like get into the game like NFL Blitz and shit like that. NFL Blitz used to be my shit.
The red
Uh-huh.
zone.
Just clothesline people. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can't watch basketball because you know where I'm going.
I used to watch basketball until Vince Carter retired.
Sorry ass Knicks. People don't understand what it's like to be a Knicks fan. How frustrating
Oh, I
that
do.
is.
That's because the owner's racist.
No, he's
Oh come on,
Allegedly.
he's an
oh
idiot.
come on, man! You guys don't have it that bad.
Um,
Whoopi Goldberg coached
we
your
got
team
a
one time.
request here. Top 5 football movie.
Ooh.
I really like that
Replacements
movie.
has got to be up there.
Oh yeah, that's up
Oh,
there. I
one
like.
at a time. One at a time. Yeah.
All right.
Who wanna go
Wa-
first?
Wildcats.
Oh, with Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
You took it back with that one.
Then
I
you
like
got
the
the
one that
you got the
that
program.
Al Pacino did. What's it called? Any Given Sunday. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's any given Sunday. Yeah.
Waterboy and Longest Yard got to be up there.
Oh hell
And
yeah, Waterboy. Yeah, that's like the main one I remember.
Varsity Blues and Friday Night Lights.
The
Yeah, I
most
like
yeah. See,
Friday Night Lights.
Remember the
I was gonna say
Titans.
I
Isn't
was
that
gonna
the
say
shit
Remember the
with
Titans.
isn't Remember
Denzel
the Titans
Washington.
with Denzel Washington?
Remember
Yeah,
the
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Titans?
mention that movie, but like I hate that movie because it was played like every day at school. So like fuck that
Hell
movie.
no. I watch that every day at school. Hell yeah. Are you lucky?
Hey, don't forget about the one The Rock did. What was it? A Gridiron Gang. That's a good one.
That was a good
Yo,
movie.
yeah, that movie was really good. Gridiron Gang
Radio.
is really good.
Radio.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Radio was. What about Rudy?
Rudy.
I
Nah, and Rudy's great, but it's not top 5.
can't
It's
I can't
not a
get
football movie, but it involves football. It's old school. Don't sure if y'all remember Lucas. Y'all remember Lucas?
Nah, Lucas? No, I don't remember that.
All right.
Y'all don't remember that, Lucas?
Nope.
It's an '80s movie. It's about a nerd who tries to get his crush to like him, so he joins the football team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, look that up, y'all. Lucas. Was any stars in it?
Charlie Sheen was in there back when he first started.
Oh, there you go, Charlie Sheen.
It's
Oh,
hard for
this
me.
was my shit.
It's hard for me to take
Good
Charlie Sheen.
choice.
It's
The
hard for me
Little
to take
Giant.
Charlie Sheen.
That was
Serious
my. I
after.
love that movie as a kid growing up.
You should
That
see
was
how
my
the
shit.
icebox looks now. You should see how the icebox looks now.
What's that one movie that just came out recently with what's his name? J.K. Simmons. It's a football movie. It just came out this past year. It's really good. He plays a
Is
football
Schillinger
coach.
from Oz?
Yeah,
Look
him from the dude from Oz. Yeah. He played a coach for this college football team that was in the championship, and 2 of his star players end up like not being like they didn't check in for their hotel stay because they wanted to prove a point to the NCAA that they should get paid for like all the suffering that they're going through, and it's a really good movie. I forgot the
I
name of
don't
it
know
though.
about that one.
I'll look it up
Oh,
for
let
you.
me see. I'll look.
It basically, yeah, it exposes the NCAA for like how they exploit their college student athletes, and then they use their bodies as like to gain money. So like the head coach, the colleges that have these kids there playing for them, they make the money, but the kids get nothing.
Is it called National Champions?
I think that's what it's called. Yeah,
Yeah, National Champions. It came out last year.
that's a good
I,
movie. Really good
I ain't gonna
movie.
lie, man. I don't go to the theater. I know you're super into it because we talked about this before on another episode, but I don't really go to movie theaters anymore. I just wait for
It's
something to
been a
come on
while since I
DVD.
went to the movies, but I definitely want to go see Black Adam in the movie.
Yeah, comes out next Friday.
See,
I
no,
can't.
Oh, come out
I
next
want to cook on
Friday?
that.
Oh man, wow.
I'm
I want
going.
to cook on that. I want to cook on
Mm.
that. I mentioned this before. Actually, yeah, I mentioned this yesterday, right? Listen, we all know Rock's like one of the goats. This is my
The
beef with
greatest.
him, and I'm not the only person that
This
says
might be
this.
a
Me and folks have
disaster.
said this, right?
Oh God,
My main
don't
issue
say.
with Rock movies, Rock
Oh
Rock does the same thing that Will Smith used to do.
no,
He's not playing a character; he's just playing himself, and it's
that's
getting
not
kind
true.
of old. Like
I disagree with this one.
I thought he actually tried in the first Fast Five when he was playing like Agent Luke Hobbs. And that movie, he really was like playing a character. But like after Fast Five and Furious 6 and up, he's not
Oh
Hobbs.
no.
He's just Dwayne Johnson playing Hobbs.
Wait, so
No.
you didn't like him? You didn't like him in San Andreas?
He was
Not
awesome in San
really.
Andreas.
I
He was
I
Yeah,
awesome.
feel like in
I
most
like San Andreas.
I feel like in
I
most of
want to
his
see that
movies he's just
Rampage
playing
shit. I
himself.
want to see
That was good.
Rampage.
Rampage was really good. Rampage was really good.
Oh, I didn't say the movie was bad. I'm just saying acting wise, I just feel like he's playing himself. He's not actually
Nah.
acting.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe
Well,
he's
the
way
thing, the thing,
dimensional.
the thing about Black Adam is that years ago, I'd say like at least 10 years ago, people wanted him to play Black Adam because he resembled him a lot, and he had the perfect personality to portray Black Adam, which is why all this time now he's finally getting that chance, and people are excited to see that.
And he was working in this movie for years. Remember, we talked about this movie like 5 years ago.
That's fine.
At least longer than that.
I just think he's going autopilot. I used to feel that about Will Smith too. Like a lot of Will Smith early movies, like especially like the late 90s, like Independence Day, Men in Black, Wild Wild West, I Robot. Like he plays the same character in like every movie. Will Smith was just this, okay, we'll take this black dude from California, we'll put him in this really fucked up situation with like aliens, and let's just see how he acts. Like there's no difference, but whatever.
The Rock is that dude, man. He's doing it. He can act too. He's a good actor.
Well, you really didn't get to see Will Smith's talent until he played that African in Concussions.
Yeah.
He was like, okay.
He played in that movie Concussion. You ever seen it?
He
played the doctor.
Well, I've never seen that one.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
His accent's awesome terrible though, but yeah.
He was mad
really
he
good
didn't
movie.
get award for that shit.
He should have. And they played Kid Cudi's music in the trailer.
Oh, yo, speaking of Kid Cudi.
Corroded
Now
album.
look, I heard his new album, right? I heard his new album. Huh?
It's on replay all day.
Yeah, because I heard you talking about this shit. First of all, since when this dude turned into an R&B singer?
He always been. He's a mixture. He's always been everything.
That
he has
was
his own
more
genre.
R&B. That was more R&B than rap.
Now,
don't get me wrong. Hold on, let me finish. Relax, let me finish. Like, don't get me wrong. It was some real good sounds when it came to like the mixing and him harmonizing with the beats with most of the tracks. I ain't gonna lie, it was a good vibe. It definitely was a good vibe. And I also like the tracks that he was rapping off of. You know what I'm saying? It just threw me for a loop that this dude is singing and all that. Like last time I heard about Kid Cudi was "You Can't Forget That Tree." Na 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 na. You can't forget that tree. You know what I'm saying? So that threw me for a loop right there, but
Well, the thing is, with that album that just came out, because he was supposed to come out with 2 albums this year, but he put it off because he wanted to perfect this one. Because this album particularly had a Netflix special that came with it. Because he has an animated movie on Netflix that he created and stars in with Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is. And he has a bunch of people that are casted. It's a really good movie too. It has like a 90-something on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's really good. He has that album, and he's always done R&B. Like a lot of the artists that you hear today that are singing in their raps, that's because of Kid Cudi. He's always been like a singer, rapper / artist. He just does it all, and they couldn't even define his music. They had to give him his own genre. That's how great he is.
all right now, relax. I just wanted to mention that.
It's a goated album. It's the best album of the year so far.
Y'all ain't see 6 Degrees of Separation. That sounds like the most depressing novel ever.
It was.
I like that comment. I like the comment right here. Didn't he help do 808s and Heartbreaks? So here's the thing about that. Kanye West had finished the album. He gave it to Cudi to see if he wanted to make any changes to it. And he told him to scrap the whole album. 808s and Heartbreaks does not sound anything like what Kanye West had first did. And Kid Cudi put his whole influence on Kanye's one of his goated albums that got him like to the next level. So if it wasn't for Cudi, that album would have probably been trash.
I miss Kanye before he was crazy. Simpler times.
Yeah, when he went off the air talking about George Bush don't give a damn about black people, then he go do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Cudi's the man, yo.
I remember when he made a cameo in that. It's like one of those so bad it's good movies. Y'all probably heard of it. Back in the day, there was this movie called State Property with Beanie Siegel.
Well, that was my shit.
Yeah. I remember like when
I love both of them.
Yeah,
you would like State Property too.
I always loved hood movies, low budget hood movies, all that shit.
Right, right. That's how I always associate Kanye. I always remember him in that movie, and like that was when he was like just coming up. When not that many people knew him, and then he just blew up not long after that. So I just miss Kanye before he was crazy, you know. So,
Shit, damn. How this turned into a movie and music episode? I guess nothing's really not happening in wrestling right now, huh?
No,
Oh,
the
lots of
biggest
things
thing was
happened.
just Seth Rollins finally getting his
The OC came back.
Who?
The
and
OC came back.
Man, them niggas is whack, man.
What?
pretty much.
I don't know what is. I don't know why motherfuckers online like, oh my god, the Bullet Club is back. Oh my god,
Yeah, they
they
suck, bro.
trash.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
Luke Gallows
bad.
ain't never been good.
But
Like
their finisher's trash, but they're cool.
They're trash.
Now,
Period.
I said this last night. I said Gallows and Anderson, they are proof, not just in wrestling, but in life. They are proof. It's not what you do, it's who you know. Their whole career, they just ride off people that are more successful than them. And after a while, it just sort of rubs off on you. First, they
Yo,
rode with Finn
they
Balor.
can just sit
Then
there
they
and do
rode with
gay jokes.
AJ. Then they
They
rode
want to
with
do gay
Kenny.
jokes all the damn time. They, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude, Luke Gallows. He want to use his belt as his cock and shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here, B. Like,
I remember that.
All
But you
they've
could do
ever done is
something.
they just ride off other people's success. They ain't shit
I
by
mean,
themselves. No one gives a
you
fuck
could do
about them.
something with Carl Anderson, but not Luke Gallows.
JCD even said himself. JCD said Luke and Gallows and Anderson are basically like if Bobby Fish was two people, basically. So
like motherfuckers gotta stop that shit. Just cause you in Japan, you a legend or you a great wrestler. Just cause you was in Japan.
hey,
Nah,
but
Yeah,
it's
the
great.
that narrative
But
needs
you,
to get the fuck up out of here.
hey,
but
but you
they're the
know what?
good
It's great
brothers.
because now that they're back in WWE, all the fake fans can pretend to like Gallows and Anderson, just like those same fans pretend Bray Wyatt can actually wrestle. I'll leave it at that.
And then
You
yo,
know,
did you hear
so,
this shit up? They basically saying in the IWC, YWC that WWE is teasing for a trios title. Yo, are
oh
y'all
no,
serious? Everybody all
no,
happy, like, yeah, that's what we need. What the
no.
You know,
fuck,
it's funny.
son?
You know, it's funny. Just to piggyback off that, it's funny how people give AEW shit for saying, "Oh, AEW has all these factions."
Exactly.
When WWE, low key, Triple H, you can't fucking tell me Triple H didn't steal the fucking idea. Now all of a sudden
It's
in
a
WWE, now you're seeing factions. You got Hit
yeah.
Row, you got Legado del Fantasma, you got Bloodline, you got Control, you got the
Yeah, but
Judgment
like,
Day.
okay,
Come on
but
now.
yeah, but with
Yeah.
AEW,
But
okay,
not no
yeah, they can have
trios
a few good
title.
ideas, but
Not no damn
I think
trios title.
WWE is
No,
just gonna
I'm
do
just
it
simply
better.
saying. I'm just simply saying the company never gave a fuck about factions for years. Now all of a sudden they care. Get out of here.
No,
They kind of like they kind of
I
pick and
think
choose. Like
Vince
there'll be
never
a
gave a
period where
fuck
there's a lot
about
of
factions.
no, because
Right.
Evolution existed and like other factions existed.
Man, let
It's
me tell
just
you,
that
they created Evolution so Triple H could have something to do.
And that's
they
And
just
like, what are you talking about? That was years ago, son. It's like, knock it off.
I think the
that's the whole
most
point.
factions
That's the whole point I'm
WWE
saying.
ever had. I think the most factions WWE ever had was like '97 because you had like the Nation, DX, Heart Foundation. Remember those biker dudes? What were they called?
oh
DOA
god,
was that their
yes,
name?
they were
Remember Savio
trash.
Vega? So what did Savio have? Los Bariquas? Was that what they were
Yeah, those
Yo,
were
oh
the.
my god,
called?
I couldn't stand Savio Vega. Man.
Oh, remember everybody's favorite, fucking X Factor. What was it? Waltman,
Oh, those.
Albert.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I fucked the X Factor.
Yo, you
No,
dealing with the X Factor?
I like X Factor. Yeah,
that was
they was
terrible
alright.
with that horrible mute theme music.
Yeah,
They
the
they
music was terrible though.
they did X pop. They did X Pac
You
dirty,
dealing with the
man.
X Factor? And remember they tried to remix it with
Yeah,
some rock, hip hop, crop top, cosmic slop
no,
bullshit.
I couldn't stand K Quick and Road Dog Jesse James together. No,
Come on now, you gotta get rowdy.
no.
I haven't heard that in years, bro. What the fuck?
What K Quick and
No, get rowdy. I haven't heard
yeah
that in a long
You gotta
time.
get rowdy, B.
Now, here's a question:
No, on
What
some real
happened?
shit, Raheem Brown got a point. Like he was better as Festus.
Oh, yo, I will always remember. I will
Raheem
always
is
remember.
right.
I will always remember Ric Flair retiring, and everybody broke character, but he was still drooling. He was still a character as Festus. That was fucking great.
I'm telling you, like, come on, man. You know why motherfuckers is jacking this dude because of that whole pipe bomb that CM Punk had late when CM Punk was trying to say that this dude Luke Gallows is actually a good wrestler, but y'all got rid of him. Get the fuck out of here. The best thing he had going for him was Festus. Fuck out of here. Yeah, exactly.
Luke Gallows.
Luke Gallows. One another thing I wanted to bring up was Drew McIntyre, man. Like, oh, do y'all think that they're not appreciating Drew McIntyre?
No, Sandman. Remember, it's Mac and Luger.
Yeah,
No,
that's how
let me
they
tell
treat him.
you,
What do you think of
I
it?
just
He
I just don't like
sacrificed so much.
I
Look
told
I
where
don't
he's
like
y'all.
look
Drew
where
Mac
he's
I
I
don't
at
like
now.
told
Drew
y'all this.
McIntyre as a I'm sorry, I don't like Drew as a baby face.
I
I'm
told y'all
sorry.
this before Clash of the Castle. I said if he loses, he's gonna be a fucking bum. And y'all were like, no, have Roman go over, and here we are. I
I
told you
don't
this.
like
No, no,
Roman
no.
as a
I
baby
also
face.
said WWE fucked up for not having Roman Reigns put one of those belts on the line. He was
Yeah,
going to put one of those belts on the line for Drew McIntyre to win. I
It's about
definitely said
conquering.
that.
yeah, he's fucked now. He's just a guy now. So it is
What
what it
made
is.
what made it even worse is the concert after that. Him and Tyson
Mhm.
Fury start
That that
singing. I'm like, yo, what?
that's an English thing. Let him be.
That's
That's
why
an
I was
English
so
thing.
angry because I said if AEW did that, you never hear the end of it. If
I
Hangman
don't know
fought
about
Kenny
that.
Omega after a 2-year build and lost, and the Dark Order comes out telling dick jokes, y'all would have fucking buried the company. But nope, WWE does. Oh, it sent the fans home happy. Like motherfucker, if you want to send the fans home happy, have Drew fucking go over. It's not hard.
No,
Jesus
Roman
Christ.
had to go over.
Roman had to go over. I'm sorry.
I like.
Yes, he had to go
All right.
over so he can never show up
Thanks
on
for the
Raw.
lights,
Yes,
y'all.
what a
Got four
great
people up
fucking
there.
plan.
Got 4 lights. Keep the lights coming, B. Definitely appreciate those thumbs. Let me get a little bit more. Fuck it. Let's go for 8 thumbs. Why not?
Now, who's gonna challenge Roman? I don't know. It might be
Bring on
Karrion
Cody
Cross.
Rhodes, B. The American Queen, baby. Cody Rhodes.
I don't think Cody's gonna be fully
I
healed.
mean, you heard that report, right?
They never had any plans for him to be in a title hunt.
If it's not all right, here, check it out. And I'm glad you brought that up because you notice that they had this dude, Young Rock, up in there. You know, it's like they planted the seeds already. So it's like, are they really gonna go through with this in
They really
Hollywood?
are gonna go through with Dwayne Johnson.
I don't mind the Rock
And I'm not
going
gonna
there and
lie,
beating him.
why not? This
And it's
this is
gonna
what we
be
wanted, right?
and it's
Roman
gonna be
Reigns versus The
Jay
Rock
and it's gonna be
at
Jay Uso
Hollywood,
screwing
WrestleMania
him.
Hollywood. Didn't we want
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. I'll take it, but they don't need a title. I see Jay Uso screwing him
Give it to the
over.
Rock. Give it to the Rock.
You know
Give it.
what?
Because
Give
you
it.
Make a
know
Give
new
it
this
to
is
the
Rock
not
is
Rock.
a good
scripted,
reason
right?
to promote Young Rock. So
You
my
know
make a
bad.
why?
new
You know.
make a
Definitely
new
gonna
You
promote
know
star.
Young
why?
Rock. So
Because
he
the Rock.
already knows he's gonna have to beat Roman Reigns.
I think the Rock has been a part of more title reveals than anybody. I think he's revealed more titles. I think. I don't know.
Yo, you got a point, Stuff. He did reveal the belt that these dudes got now.
Do you guys know that Rock never had a WrestleMania moment, a true WrestleMania moment, besides beating Stone
Yes, he
Cold Steve
did.
Austin?
Dude, he
No.
retired Stone Cold. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
He
Yo,
came back.
Yeah.
He
you
came
about to
back
get the
after
fuck up
7
out of here
years
with
and
saying
beat
some
John
shit
Cena
like
in his
that. What are you
home.
talking about?
No,
Yeah.
do you know John Cena always lost the title at WrestleMania? He is 0
He won it.
3.
Beat JBL.
He lost to Stone
He had his
Cold.
own.
He lost to Stone Cold, and he lost to John Cena. 0 3 in main event world title matches.
You know, what you're trying to say is you can say that The Rock was always a transitional champion, but to say he never had a WrestleMania moment, that's not true.
Well,
That's definitely
I
not
say that
true
one.
at
But
all.
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And
What I'm
Yeah,
saying
I like
is like
the NWO.
main event, take it all.
Anyway, The
End of
Rock's
the
50, by
end
the
of
way. Not sure
show.
if you guys know that. A 50-year-old is not winning a title.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
but
mind Rock
Goldberg can
winning
win a
it.
title.
But you already know
Hmm.
they could just retire him with the title. It's not like he's gonna defend it. They're gonna what they're gonna do if they go this way, right? They're gonna put this dude Rock in the Hall of Fame, and he's gonna fight Roman Reigns for one of the belts, and he's gonna retire it.
Now,
You
stop this one
know,
of the
you know,
belt stuff,
basically
man.
the that
It's over.
It's
and the
not
Model
happening.
Bull belt.
They refer to it, it's been long enough. They refer to it as the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, this one
They're
belt.
not
What's
dropping one
happening is,
title.
what's happening is, it's the same shit when Triple H was the undisputed champion, right? Remember? Well, actually, that's not true. Chris Jericho was the undisputed champion, and he had both of the belts, but it was one title. After Triple H beat him, that's when they
Yeah,
got
they
rid of the
merged
old
it.
belts
Yeah,
and they introduced a new one. So
yeah.
what's happening is they're still bringing out both belts, but every time Roman has a match, which isn't often, but every time he has it, they refer to it as the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. So it's just one title now. All what we're waiting for is there's reports of them having new belt designs for all the belts. You know, apparently they're already done. They're just waiting for the right time to
I
do
heard
it.
about that too. Yeah.
Right. So when that happens, you'll see Roman just come out with one belt. But because he still carries out both belts, people are still thinking, oh, he can defend one belt. And no, he can't, because they acknowledge it as the undisputed title. When Drew challenged Roman, he challenged for the undisputed title. He didn't say, I want that. But you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense or not. It's confusing. It's dumb.
No, you making sense. I would say this: if they was to give Roman Reigns that new belt, do you think he's gonna lose that shit at WrestleMania?
No,
He's
Yeah,
he's
The
definitely
Rock.
not gonna lose
usually
at WrestleMania if they
The
give
Rock.
him the new belt.
what usually happens is the champion loses and then like a new belt is debuted after.
Right. That's what I
Like
was saying.
Shawn Michaels, right?
Said. That's what
Right,
me
like
and Stu was
Shawn.
saying. Like he will
Yeah.
be the one to introduce the new belt because he's known for doing that. The Rock.
Yeah, but The Rock's 50. That's not happening, bro. Triple
Let
H is
him
not-
do it. He can
That
do
doesn't
it.
mean that. Go ahead, son.
Let The Rock be 50 and win the championship. I don't care. You
That's
know,
fucking
you gave it to
stupid,
go.
bro.
No, you gave it to Goldberg. There's no age limit on the championship. You win it when you're hot. You get over it
they
with the
gave
crowd.
it to
You're hot.
Goldberg, and he did,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Goldberg.
Yeah, and that was
It's
stupid
It's
too.
a reason why Young Rock was there, yo. It's
Yeah,
a
he was
reason
there to
why
promote
The
the
Rock is
show.
going to be involved in some type of way.
Nah,
The
bro.
Rock.
Nah.
What you gonna do? Give it to Solo?
Because why would they have?
No, The
Why
Rock.
would they have Young Rock there? And
They have
not
celebrities there
capitalize
all
on
the
it?
time. It's WWE. You're thinking too deep into it. They have celebrities all the time in the front row.
You are
Since we
thinking
had
of
Young
too
Rock
much.
there, and they mentioned he was there.
Okay, and
They
just like
never
they
mentioned
mention
he
any
was
other
there
celebrity
before
that's
until
there. They
now.
mention sports players, UFC fight. It's WWE. They've been doing that for years.
No, I'm talking about Young Rock. Just when they
What
ever
about
said,
him?
"Oh, we got Young Rock in the building," they never
Okay,
said
and
that until now. They planted the seeds. What you mean, man? I see them
there's
plant.
no
I see
seeds to
them plant
plant.
the seeds.
There is no
You're digging way
season.
too deep, bro. He just happens
Yeah,
to be from New York, and he was there. That's all.
Okay. Is he from New York? Let's see. What's that dude's real name? Let's see if he's from New
Stop
York.
smoking that Kansas City mud out there. I'm just saying.
What?
My
They
I don't
were
know.
in
I never
Brooklyn,
Oh, so
right?
seen
That's
you
where they
so
were
you
at.
think Charlotte Flair's attractive? The fuck out of here! It don't matter what I say. You think Charlotte Flair's attractive? That trumps anything that anybody can
Wait a
say.
minute, what you said?
You heard what the fuck I said there.
No, I said Charlotte is beautiful when she becomes a wrestler. The makeup and everything. She looks amazing.
That's that
Presentation. She
Victorian
looks like
makeup.
she looks like a champion. Bianca Belair. I love her, but that damn lipstick got to go.
Bianca
I'm not trying.
Belair, man, she on the register.
She needs to get curb stomped.
She's on the very motherfucking now. Like, she did not have to win. Like, yo, fucking damage control. Wow.
I like damage
And
control. They're doing good.
I
They
just
get
think of how it was at SummerSlam when they had when they showed
Bailey
up.
never needed. Bailey never needed
I told you guys from the beginning, the
Nia
act
Jax.
sucks. Just because you have three good talents and you put them in a group doesn't mean it works. You got to have
You
chemistry.
mean
It's not
you
working.
mean two good talents? We're only
Nah,
talking
They're
you
all
about
know
good
what it
two.
wrestlers,
was.
bro. They're all
It
good
was
Dakota,
cool
wrestlers.
at first.
Dakota Kai
What
is
really
trash.
fucked them up, at first is when they lost against Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah.
I like
That
her. She's
shit right
smiling.
there was the beginning of the end in that tournament. That was the beginning of the end. Nobody didn't take him serious after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got Bailey losing to Bianca Belair last night. Not last night, two nights ago,
Yeah,
whatever,
I
2
agree
nights
with
ago.
that. I agree with
Huh?
that. They're booking them way too much to lose for some people who are challenging for the top titles. They need to be winning like flawlessly in their run if they're going to be champions and if the other one's trying to fight for a championship.
But
That's
it's
that's
more than
all
that
I.
too. They have to have a reason why they are even together. Why do you call yourself damage control? Y'all just around just to get your ass whipped, man. Y'all looking crazy.
I told y'all this. Triple H was never good with the girls. That's the biggest misconception about NXT. The four horsewomen, Sasha, Bailey, all those chicks, Asuka, all that was Dusty. Emma, Natalia when she went back down there, Paige, AJ,
What
that
the
was
fuck is
Dusty
Shannon
Rhodes.
Baszler?
Dusty was the one that built up those girls. And then what happened was Dusty passed away. NXT was Triple H's baby. And so Triple H took the work that Dusty already built and said, okay, let's walk with it. And the only thing Triple H did was he's the one that signed all the girls. He signed Shayna. He signed Ember Moon and all the other good chicks, but he never understood how to book them. He know that.
Hmm. Here's my thing, right? So what's next? They gonna basically drag out this whole feud between Damage Control and Bianca Belair. Like, I guess
Well,
they're gonna just sit out to Survivor Series.
what they're gonna do, I'll tell you what they're gonna do, and here's where Snuggles will come in. What they should do, the ultimate end game should be Bianca versus Rhea Ripley. She's really the only chick that's on the up and up. She's the only one whose spot is doing better. She's more over. She's got heat. That's what the end game should be. But what reports are saying is that Charlotte Flair is going to return not to SmackDown but to Raw and go after Bianca, aka Rhea getting fucked over again by Charlotte
Yeah.
again. So
Uh,
that's the choice that
Yeah,
Triple H
because
is
you
going to
all
have to
know
make.
Rhea should be gunning for that belt.
Nothing wrong with Charlotte.
Rhea
She's already
definitely
had her
should be
shot,
gunning
bro.
for that belt because Damage Control they had their chance multiple times. It's time for Rhea Ripley to go after that belt because Lord knows Bianca Belair needs something fresh now. She needs to go away too. I'm telling you.
Oh,
What they doing with Bianca Belair on some real touchy territory.
Really?
So you're saying she's stale?
Are we just gonna forget the fact that Becky beat her in like 18 seconds, whatever the fuck it was?
28 seconds. It was worth it.
You know
That shit was
what?
dope.
You know what? You got a point. Now see, okay, that's what they might be doing. Giving her this lengthy reign, make her look, just to make up for the.
No, what it is, I'll tell you what it is, Sam.
You
And
got
what
a
it
point
is
about that.
what it is that because of the way Vince McMahon booked, and we talked about this shit when Kofi was champ too. And WWE fans are just not used to seeing a babyface get a long run. Because typically speaking in WWE, long runs are heels. You talking about Bianca was on some Super Cena shit. No, Becky was on Super Cena shit. She hadn't been pinned in like 3 years. You know? She never got pinned. She was booked way harder than any of the other girls. But nobody complained about it because they made her a heel. So that's really what it is. I just think a lot of people are not used to a baby face.
The reason why I was saying that approaching that territory is because, okay, for instance, she already got her revenge from Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch run away to, basically do whatever. And of course, Damage Control showed up at SummerSlam. And they was building all the way towards Extreme Rules. That was supposed to be the big payoff for Bailey to win. That's what I'm saying. That all right now, now y'all on some John Cena shit when it comes to Bianca Belair.
Yeah, but Bailey sucks though, bro. That's the problem.
It don't matter right now.
It matters, bro. You need to actually.
You know why it doesn't matter right now? Because
you gotta go.
Because Damage Control, they dead in the water. Maybe with her winning the belt on Saturday, they would have solidified them just a little bit. Have them with gold to make them look like a legitimate threat, and given the fact that okay, we started this rivalry at SummerSlam, and it's just crazy because I really want Damage Control to win, but they dead in the water, dude.
It's like Scott said, and you don't really hear people talk about it with women's wrestling. Nobody's believable to beat Bianca because Bianca is a legit athlete. Bailey and her bum leg, she's not beating Bianca. That was the main reason why I shat on Liv Morgan against Shayna Baszler because Liv Morgan beating Shayna is not realistic at all. Realistically, Shayna should just kill her in 2 minutes. But nope, we got to book Liv. Like, it's not realistic. It doesn't work. So, if we're being realistic, the only person who could really fuck with Bianca is like Asuka because of her stiff kicks and shit. But they're not. They don't have that plan right now.
They're cool. They cool with each other. So yeah.
I think Ronda telling Shayna that she used to be a killer. That happened. That's why Shayna lost to Liv, so that way they can get that killer out of her.
But anyway, just wanted to build on that real quick. It's been a real slow week. The week starting to pick up when it comes to the Oklahoma.
Y'all can hear me now, right? Yep.
Huh?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. The only reason Bianca Belair is pushed to the moon is because WWE and everybody else don't want to be part of this cancel culture. What's the one thing they always say about wrestling? Where's our black champions? Where's our black champions? Now we got a black female champion, and she's a female. You really think you really want to have Bianca Belair lose that title? And next thing you know, they're gonna be talking about, oh, this is racist. They don't let nobody black shine. So damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Completely ridiculous.
Even they did the same thing with Kofi.
How could they say that Bianca Belair didn't?
This got nothing to do with Bianca. We talked about this on Oh wait, we got Evil Vince. What's up, Evil Vince?
I think this is the fan base. If Bianca Belair lost the title, they'll be screaming, "Oh, this is racism." they're holding a black female back. This is a
If they said
slippery
that, they'd
slope.
be so dumb. They'd be very dumb. And
They
there are people out there that will be on that type of time. That's the thing, you're wrong.
they felt that way when Becky won.
Yeah, and that was a
No,
good
man,
match.
No,
that's not a
no.
Bianca
All
thing.
right
We'll be
now.
here all
That
night.
was just ridiculous.
We'll be
How she
here all night
showed up
talking
and
about
just
that. That's not a
obliterated
Bianca thing.
Bianca
That's a
They're
Belair.
bugging. They act
No,
like
that
because
was
she's
just
black, she can't lose in 28 seconds.
the
I'm
fuck
telling
out
you,
of here. That was fucking ridiculous.
that's the biggest debate about wrestling. They always say wrestling never caters to the black
We talked
populace.
about this earlier this year. Like the culture in WWE in general, they accept us now. I remember saying, man, we talked about this. Like for
Yeah.
instance, the Monday Night Raw theme. Like I don't know if y'all ever heard it. Like the most recent one, like it's a rap song. They never had rap. Introduction for Raw. Raw always had like grunge, rock. That
Yeah,
type
but
of
I just
genre.
but
wanna
the
be
big
loved.
Right.
I understand that you can make all the hip hop shit all you want, but
But
at
yeah,
the
but it's
end of
not
the
just
at
Bianca. If you look at
at
NXT, if you look at the roster now, there's more black talents now than ever. So like, yeah, they obviously
all right,
accept the
just
culture
because
now.
just because they have black talents does not mean shit. The biggest thing people used to complain about was nobody black was a champion.
Yeah, well,
And
you do now. You have more
yeah,
black
you do
champions
now.
now than you ever have.
Even
Yeah,
though Mike Henry
but here's
existed,
the
Ron
thing.
Simmons.
But the problem is this: you give them what they want, and
Booker T.
you give them what they want. But the moment you take it away, oh, you see how they do black wrestlers, like the whole shit with Kofi Kingston. Nobody thought about it. Like, okay, yeah, this is a shitty way to take the title from Kofi, but Fox just Fox just did a deal. It was the season premiere, and Fox believed Brock Lesnar as champion was going to give
Man,
them more ratings.
we're not even
Man,
more than that. It was more than that. Kofi Kingston's title reign was trick ass.
no,
He
Kofi
didn't take
Kingston's
nothing
title win was
serious. All he
it
wanted to
wasn't
do
due.
was throw pancakes in the crowd when people threatened his family. The
Nothing
fuck
wrong with
out of
pancakes.
here.
It wasn't due. It wasn't due to Kofi Kingston's performance. Come on, look at the
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
wrestler.
I'm not. See, that's the thing. That's the thing you're not understanding. Yeah, he's good in the ring. He could go. We all know Kobe could go, but his
He's
character, he was like he's better off being Eugene.
he's not believable to beat people like Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman.
You
Yeah,
forget that.
He's not gonna
because he
beat those
didn't
kind of
take
guys.
nothing.
You
For
forget
one, he
that
didn't
whole
take
summer
anything
was bad.
serious.
Remember, y'all
You
forget that
over
whole
there
summer was bad.
dancing and
Remember,
you
Seth
drunk
Rollins was
and
champ too.
shit. Fuck out of here. He was a
R.
clown.
What do you want Kofi to do? He has He has 3 kids. He don't want that type of image. He
Well, he
does not
shouldn't have been
want.
heavyweight champ then if you don't want that type of image. Like,
R.
Remember,
it's. I'm not
the whole
saying that he
summer
should
was
be the
bad,
angry
bro.
black man.
The
I'm
whole
not
summer
saying
was
all that. I'm
bad.
just saying that he could have been, like, read the room, go with the storyline. You could be joyful, playful, cool. Look at Piper. Look at Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper liked to play games and
Piper.
crack jokes and shit, and he would be serious at the drop of a hat. You
Y'all
know what I'm
Piper was
forget,
saying?
man.
dark humor.
That next month, Rollins got killed by the Fiend. It wasn't just
Yeah,
Kofi. That whole summer was bad. Vince didn't
bruh.
know how to book baby faces. Period.
R. Piper was
That's
dark
just cool.
humor.
And
Come
then
on
not only
now.
that, hold on. And then not only that, I don't even cut you off, my dude. I got you. Not only that, when after he got obliterated by Bork Laser, he just forgot about everything. He didn't even care no more. He just went right to the tag team division and forgot about everything. He wasn't mad. He wasn't pissed.
R.
Nothing.
R. You act
World
like R.
Laser.
R. Come on now. You think too much into this this prestige of being a champion. I guarantee Kofi Kingston was completely fine. He got a chance to let his children see and his wife to see their father become
Yeah.
WWE champion.
Yeah, like when
Well,
Zack Ryder won his championship.
yo, so you get obliterated in like what 5 seconds, and that was it. As long as I was champion, that's all that matters.
Well, yeah, look at Kane.
He's
He's in a
still
championship
he
that we never talk about.
he still go down in history as the very first
Well,
African
I think
American
differently.
champion,
That's
and
me.
that's
Me
all that
personally, I think
matters.
differently. And like when it comes to basically, you was dominating the whole summer, and then you just got obliterated just like that, and you don't have nothing to say about that. You don't want to
Well,
like,
again,
oh,
you
I'm
keep
pissed
focusing
You know
on
what?
or
Kofi, but I said earlier the
Yeah,
whole summer was bad, bro. Seth was also
but
obliterated. Remember the dumb shit with Corbin and Becky and
It
Lacey
wasn't
Evans?
just
That was
Kofi,
bad.
man.
hold
And then
on,
he
that
got
was
killed
kind
yeah,
of
by
I
the
know about
funny.
Fiend.
all that, but
Hold on, hold
still,
on. That was kind of funny. I didn't
Kofi
mind the
was the
Corbin
man
thing
that
because
summer. He held down the
So
whole
was
I didn't
summer.
mind.
Seth. And then
I didn't
Seth
mind the
beat
Corbin thing
Brock.
because
Seth
Corbin
beat
didn't
Brock
end the day to
twice.
Becky.
And then he got killed by the Fiend, and then that was it. And then Seth was dead. And he just went heel.
I didn't mind the Corbin thing because he did end the days to Becky, so I was like, all right, that solidified it. But I like the what's his name? What you call it? I like the whole. If you look at Ric Flair, no one ever talks about his losses, so that's why I didn't mind Kofi's him getting
Yeah, he
obliterated by.
got a lot of loss. But all right, come on now. Look at all right with Ric Flair. If somebody was to obliterate Ric Flair, you think Ric Flair would take that loss and just be like
Nope.
whatever? No. The next day or following week, he's gonna cut a promo pissed about that shit.
Yep.
Ric Flair ain't gonna sit there and let that shit just happen like that and not even mention
It's
this
Brock
dude.
Lesnar.
So
Yeah,
what?
what you
It would
gonna
have been a
say?
person at that time. It would have been a person like Big Van Vader that would have beat the shit out of Ric Flair, and Ric Flair would still talk shit. Like, oh, how dare you just take the belt from me? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Come on now, cut this shit.
Yeah.
I'm really pissed off about this Kofi thing.
No, like, what do you mean? I'm not pissed off. It's just logic. The fuck? That's our first ever black champion, and he went out like a fucking sucker. He was a
Yeah, that's
fucking
trash.
bum.
I
Well,
don't know
Now,
about.
Bobby
if
Lashley, they somewhat had it right with Lashley, right? The only difference is with Lashley is that he was just feuding with the same two people for like what 6 months, 8 months. He only feuded with Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston or what may have. But he was a dominant champion as a fucking black man, a black dominant champion.
What it is, bro, is that Vince didn't know how to book baby faces, black or otherwise. That's what it came down to. And now it's on
because Drew
Triple H to
McIntyre's
actually
title
fix it.
run was trash too. If you want
That's
to
the
Well,
go
that's
problem,
there,
the
Scott.
thing.
That's
How
the
can you
problem.
really determine
Every
that? We
face
don't
champ.
really know because nobody was there. He had his
I'm
title
not,
reign during the pandemic.
well, that's the problem, Scott. Problem
oh my
is
god,
fans are not trying to spit you, but what you just said about Drew, that's what fans say about every babyface run for like the past decade. And then
has
people
been
say, "Oh,
trash.
don't worry, it'll be better next time," and then it's not. People said, "Oh, Rey Mysterio's run was trash. So Eddie Guerrero's run was trash. So Jeff Hardy's run was trash." Blah blah blah. Like
No,
it all goes back to Vince.
they actually rated Eddie Guerrero's title run very successful.
I can't even book myself out of bed in the morning. Yeah.
He had very positive a very positive outlook. They liked him as champion. And it elevated because they created a new heel. But when Seth Rollins was champion, that was a flop. Roman Reigns champion a few times, mega flop.
Yeah.
The only
That's how they book.
champion, yep. The
Yeah,
only two
you go.
babyface champions that actually worked out was Edge and John Cena.
Yeah.
In WWE, everything's about the heat. That's how they book. So, and they booked that way for so long that somewhere along the way they
Yeah,
forgot legit how
that's
to just make a
that's
face
not
just
always
likable.
true. Especially
Yeah.
when Vince was around. That wasn't always true. Tell him, Vince. It wasn't
Yeah.
always about the heat. It was all about what you wanted.
This retirement shit sucks. I can't even fuck my hose anymore. Fucking Linda's watching me like a hawk in the sky. Fuck.
Yeah. I guarantee you this: even if Samoa Joe would have won the title, that would have been a flop.
He's too fat. Fuck Joe. He's fat.
See, when Samoa Joe was beefing with AJ, that was the perfect time for him to win the belt. But at most, 1 or 2 months. But they didn't want to give the belt to Joe at this time because that's when AJ Styles was going to be on the cover of 2K19.
There you go. AJ Styles' title run was rated successful. Daniel Bryan's title run was successful.
AJ Styles, yeah. There was some good face title reigns. I don't know what Tope is talking about. That's his opinion.
You just mentioned 2 people. You see, the thing about it is
Undertaker, Batista.
You mentioned Daniel Bryan. Those stories were not stories the
Randy
company
Orton?
did. The fans did it.
Yeah.
The fans were the ones that got Daniel Bryan over to the point that Vince had no choice but to fucking go with it. And even then, when he was dragging, kicking, and screaming. So they were doing the best they could to fuck. I remember vividly
CM
when
Punk?
they were doing the build of WrestleMania 30. Bryan was attacked by the Authority like every
I wanna
fucking
hear that.
week on Raw. Every week. I swear, like fucking 3 months in a row, he got attacked by the Authority. They were doing everything they could to cool him off.
Who the fuck is Punk? I want to hear that name. Punk.
You know what?
CM Punk? Yeah,
I
Goldberg.
think they always believed in Daniel Bryan, and that was just a perfect story.
I want to hear his name either. He's dead.
That all you want. They did not believe in no Daniel Bryan.
Batista had a good run as a face. Who else? What's his name?
Yeah, he
Chris,
did. He did. Like, we all know he was on live.
Yeah, until he got killed by Undertaker. That was awesome, by the way. Which that was also another good run.
That was a good feud. Batista and Undertaker. That was a good feud.
But you stop calling him the Bumper
Choke out Daniel Bryan. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah. That fucking vanilla midget. Fuck him.
But you know what? I have a feeling that if it's not Cody Rhodes that won the Royal Rumble, it's going to be Riddle.
Nah.
Riddle's been working real hard. He's been working hard this year.
Well, he sucks, but like I said, even though he sucks.
Damn, you hate Riddle.
He does.
You may not like him, but Riddle's been working hard this year.
No, I wasn't talking about Riddle. I'm sorry, I wasn't talking about Riddle. What I was gonna say is he sucks, but I won't deny that he's over. There's the possibility that Bray Wyatt could win the Rumble, but
gotta be dumb for them to put Bray Wyatt in the Rumble.
Yeah, too early.
Undertaker.
I want to make JoJo my ho-ho. Yeah.
Undertaker. Yo, my dude. I don't know. You know, Undertaker's taken, right?
I don't know.
What?
You be obsessed over that dude.
Undertaker used to shoot up heroin before his matches. That's how he got high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, if Sting didn't injure his back, his title reign would have been a disaster.
Ooh.
Fucking Rollins. Fuck Sting. Fuck WCW.
Because I think Sting was gonna beat Seth Rollins for the title.
No.
I don't think so.
Title.
No WCW guys going over in my fucking company.
Yeah, really thought they would never win. Like, if that was the case, he would have beat Triple H at WrestleMania.
That's why my son-in-law, Big Nose Triple H, beat Booker T.
Yeah.
Yo, I gave him $1. I Triple H gave Booker T $1. Go ahead. Especially my.
I like Booker T now. He's a corporate dick licker. Yeah.
You know what? I think Booker T spoke. I think Triple H spoke with Booker T on that one because I don't think Booker T would have took that shit and not whipped his ass.
Oh yeah, he confirmed that. Yeah, Booker T confirmed that.
the.
Yeah, they never
I
did
just
something
give
like
him
that
a
with that
dollar
for
was
me.
like, go fetch my towel. One nigga.
But it did give Triple H a bad reputation. Feel bad for him at that point.
Oh, please.
That's what I always thought
Okay.
NXT was. I always thought, and I don't care what anybody says, I always thought NXT was just his way of rehabbing his reputation. That's how I always looked at it.
It worked.
No, you know what? I
It
think
worked.
I think that was Vince McMahon was like, all right, I'm gonna give you something to do. I don't care about NXT. And Triple H was like, I'm gonna take it serious and I want to get my feet wet. And Vince McMahon was pissed off that his son-in-law is actually a good promoter, and he couldn't handle that shit. It's not our fault. It's not Triple H's fault that he found the real fans and the mainstream fans are just a bunch of fucking tourists that just sit there. They don't even care about the match, but they'll
Yeah,
stand up for Roman Reigns, but they don't
yeah.
care about the
Well, hold on.
wrestling experience.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of this fucking retirement. I'm close to coming back. I'm gonna book Triple H and Stephanie versus Shane and his wife and the grandkids. Hell in a cell. Yeah.
Shit, fucking Nick Khan been real quiet though. Nick Khan been quiet for months. He not firing nobody, nothing.
No, because there's no point of firing people.
No.
I just find it so funny. When Vince was there, Nick Khan was like, shit, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you cool, but fuck you. Get out!
Man, look here. At the end of the day, Nick Khan still had to follow Vince McMahon's wishes. Now now that Vince stepped down, Nick Khan is just collecting paychecks. As a matter of fact,
I
he's
just
taking care.
ultimately think
Nah, bro.
the reason why
Nah.
Nick Khan was there was
All
so he could
seriousness,
do Vince's dirty work.
all jokes aside, no, everything that happens in the company, everything that's ever happened, that's Vince.
Yeah,
Vince's
That's what I said.
MO.
Like, Nick Khan was there to do Vince's dirty work.
Right.
Vince
Actually,
didn't want to look like the bad
let me word
guy.
it a different way. There's always somebody else that takes the fall, not Vince.
Yeah.
If it's not Laurinaitis, if it's not Nick Khan, if it's not Pritchard or Heyman or whoever, but
there's
anything
nothing
that
wrong with Nick
happens,
Khan.
it's
I'm not
Vince. It's
taking the
always
fall.
Vince.
Fuck that.
That was
That's why
Vince that
Patterson
fired
and
all those
Briscoe
people. Vince fired them all, and then Nick Khan took the heat for it. That's how it's always been. He's someone
Yeah.
else
That's why-
always takes the fall.
That's
Vince
why
fired
Patterson
them.
took the fall. Briscoe took the fall. Rene Goulet took the fall. Laryngitis took the fall.
Matter of fact, y'all know the Jerry Lawler story, right?
Yeah.
The Jerry
14-year-old
Lawler
girl in the bush.
No. All right. Here's the Jerry Lawler story. This is as far back as it goes. This was 2001, right? Jerry the King Lawler was with the cat. Yeah, I remember the cat, right?
Yep, she was young.
Right. So the cat was
only 18.
fired. Right. So the cat was fired, and this is the story because Jerry's talked about it before. He was at Stanford or whatever, and he heard through the grapevine that the cat was fired. So then Jerry walked up to Jim Ross and said, because Jim Ross was the talent of relations and stuff, and so he was like, "Hey, I heard you guys are getting rid of the cat. I think they were married, right?"
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so they were married. So then Jerry asked Jim, well, who's the one that made the call? And Jim said, go ask Vince. So then Jerry went into Vince's office and said, hey, I hear you firing my wife. What's going on? And all Vince told him was, it's not working out. It's decided that she's been released. And Jerry wanted to know specifically who made the call to fire his wife. And Vince told him it wasn't me, which is funny because Shaggy came out that same year. But that's not a here nor there. So then Jerry, he tried to pull a power play, and he tried to say, well, listen, if you're going to fire me, if you're going to fire my wife, then you got to fire me. So Jerry was thinking that if he puts his own, job at risk, they won't fire them both. And then Vince just got up, shook his hand, And that's why Jerry was gone during that period in 2001 when Paul Heyman was doing commentary with Jim Ross. That's how Jerry was done bad. And to this day, Jerry said that he didn't know who was the one that, made the decision to fire his wife. And then Jim Ross on the podcast said that anytime a wrestler was always fired, because Jim Ross was in charge of talent relations, every time a wrestler was fired or let go or their contract expired and the company chose not to renew it, Jim said the call was always from Vince. All JR did was he just delivered the news to whoever. It wasn't his Jim Ross's whole job was just to tell people when they're fired. But it wasn't him. It was Vince.
And he was able to, if there was any gripes or complaints, they came to Jim Ross. Jim Ross see what he can do, and Vince makes the decision. Like I said, all those people that got fired was people that came from the Triple H umbrella. Vince was mad that he could not connect with the fans. He didn't like the fact his father and his son-in-law is doing wrestling better than him. And I think he did that shit to be spiteful. And that's why Triple H had that cardiac arrest. And that's why he got sent to do some bullshit position. Vince McMahon was afraid of Triple H. So when he stepped down, he always made sure that there was still a McMahon in charge. And Stephanie was like, look, I'm going to go with my husband because he has a good reputation. The wrestlers like him. He listens to everybody. He's creative. And Vince cannot handle that. When you're the king, you cannot accept somebody else doing it better than you. And Vince McMahon was out of date.
You know what's funny was that Karrion Kross came out a couple of days ago in an interview saying that he didn't mind him wearing the mask. That he was okay with it, but the fans were the ones that weren't okay with it. So I'm like, so this is kind of like Karrion Kross signing off.
And then on top of it,
no, that's just a good PR stunt. Let me tell you something. This is why wrestlers like this is why Karrion Kross and other wrestlers are able to come back to the company, and why nobody wants to deal with CM Punk. CM Punk just says whatever he wants to say, and he gets himself in trouble.
But this is the thing that I always said before. Like, Dean Ambrose or John Moxley was like the only one that kept it real, like the backstage politics for WWE. He was like one of the first. And I always said, like, yo, man, people need to fucking be real, man. Like, there's a reason why you ask for your fucking release. Don't sit there and say, oh, I just want to take what he was going.
Well, no homo.
He's so good. Mr. Man's been such a great guy, and he's lent me $20. The fuck out of here, man. Like,
I get that,
like,
but
like, you know what?
I get that, but there's that old saying, no homo. When one person thinks he has a big dick, the other person has a bigger dick. And it's always about ego.
I like big dicks, yeah.
The fuck? I'm going to tell you that. The fuck is these dudes talking about? On that note,
what kind of shit was that?
The fuck? I never heard no slangs like that ever. Anyways. Going into the night. Friday's another time I'm going to go live. You already know the vibe.
That's fucked up, man.
That shit sounded wild crazy. But on that note, peace up, motherfuckers.